you're predictable, and that predictability is killing the attraction in your relationship. And so she's going to start pulling away. She's going to start pulling away because that's what women do when they start sensing that spark dying in a relationship. Women have this natural tendency to start pulling away. And I talk about it a lot. I talked about it last Tuesday. But when women start pulling away, it's in an effort to create a little bit of tension in the relationship, because you need that tension for there to be attraction, right? I call it heat, healthy emotional anticipation and tension. So when she starts feeling bored and you're predictable and she's just not satisfying the relationship, she's going to pull away to try to introduce tension. What do most guys do? Well, they try to chase her down to talk her out of it, and that just causes this line to go slack, right? So you got to think of this line as the tension in your relationship. And if it's going slack, you've got too much familiarity, you've got too much comfortability. You guys are starting to become best buddies. She's your best friend, bro. Well, that attraction's dying. So she's going to start pulling away to try to introduce a little bit of tension. So what you need to do is pull back too. Okay. Give her that little bit of that space. You pull back too. That will recreate that attention, and it'll make her want to come to you for that validation. Okay. But most guys aren't doing that. They're killing it. They're further killing the attraction by chasing her down. You see? Well, the thing is, when you are more of a mystery, you're less predictable, you're more attractive. It creates a little bit of that anticipation and tension, right? That she's got to figure you out. It's kind of a fun game now. Now she's more attracted to you. Women also respond to strength, direction, and presence. So that means be the decider. Don't ask her for her buy-in on everything. Just start making some decisions. If she doesn't like what you want, you can take her idea under advisement, but set the tone and lead in that direction. And you'll find that 9 times out of 10, when you do that, she's not going to have a problem with your decision. She's going to go, "Oh, okay, that sounds good." She's going to start really enjoying this, that she doesn't have to make decisions all the time, and she can just relax and be a woman and just show up looking hot, because that's all she really wants to do at the end of the day, right? So some common mistakes guys make are, we're told communication is the key to a healthy relationship. So guys, and we're also told that women want us to be more vulnerable, and they tell us that they want us to be more emotionally available and stuff. So what do guys do? They end up over communicating their feelings because that's what we're told to do, in an attempt to create more connection. But it really gives her the ick and causes her to pull away more, because the thing is that women don't really care about your struggles. They really don't care about your feelings. They care about end results. And it's really, women get really mad when I say this, and you can't say it about all women. It's like, yeah, I can. I can, though. But here's the thing, like, bless their hearts, I think women want to care about your problems. I think they may even think that they care, but they're biologically hardwired not to care. So they don't care about your problems and you over communicating your feelings. And so if you're over communicating your feelings and your butt hurtness and all your insecurities and stuff like that, and then you don't add a positive spin to it, or add something at the end like, "I got it taken care of," she's going to feel like you don't have things taken care of, and that's all she feels. She's like, "Man, this guy, I don't get it. He gives me the ick. He can't he can't deal with life struggles. He's really just emoting right now. I don't get it," right? But the thing is that when you're just emoting without adding solutions, you're just complaining basically. You're acting like a woman, because that's how women process their feelings and emotions. They emote and they vent, right? And so when you're doing that, you're acting like a woman, and women don't typically want to date other women. So it kills attraction. Do you see how that works? So she starts losing respect for you, because now you're an open book, and you're wearing your heart on your sleeve, but you're not the rock that she can lean on. And so now she starts losing attraction. Do you see how this works? All right. A lot of guys also fall into the trap of prioritizing her happiness above their own mission or purpose. A great example of this is AJ Styles, and I don't know. He's still married, but I'm willing to bet that it's probably a dead bedroom situation. But AJ Styles, years ago, professional wrestler. If you guys don't know who AJ Styles is, he's a professional wrestler in WWE. He really made a name for himself in TNA wrestling, which most of you guys probably haven't heard of. And then he went and wrestled in Japan for New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was the leader of the Bullet Club for a while. But he could have gone to WWE years ago. He's in WWE now. He could have gone to WWE years ago, but instead of prioritizing his own mission and purpose in life, which is to be the best in his game and number one in the world, right? His wife wanted to be a preschool teacher. So he gave up his dream of going to WWE so that she could focus on being a preschool teacher. It's like, bro, why did you do that? You didn't have to do that. You still probably were traveling just as much with TNA and New Japan. In fact, more with Japan. You had to go all the way to freaking Japan. You don't think you could have gone to WWE? Like, why did you give that up for your wife's dream? And I guarantee the moment he said, yeah, honey, I'm going to not focus on my dream so you could pursue your dream as a preschool teacher or whatever. I'm going to put our dreams of me making millions of dollars and being a household name in WWE on hold so you could pursue this dream of being a preschool teacher, which she could do anywhere, anytime. It's not even hard to be a preschool teacher. You know what's hard? Becoming a WWE superstar, okay? Like, so he gave up his dream for years to accommodate his girl. I guarantee that in the back of her mind, she lost a little bit of respect and attraction for him that day. Another big problem guys run into is they try to logic their way through emotional distance. Right. And that's where communication comes in. Right. And if you go to marriage counseling, this is what they teach you. Communication. It's all about communication. And so a lot of guys are trying to do is trying to logic their wives into sleeping with them again and to being more attracted to them. You can't logic through emotional distance. You can't do it. It requires you to inspire that spark of attraction again. That requires action on your part. You can't talk through that. Okay. So the truth is, most men have no idea. They have no idea that they're sabotaging themselves. And in a second, we're going to look at what really happens under the surface and why the problem is even bigger than you think. But before we get into it, do follow me on social media. The links are in the description. I'm on all the good platforms. The links aren't on the description on Facebook, though, because Facebook limits how many links I can add in there. But you can always find my other socials from the link in my bio on Facebook. Guys, if you want me to do a private video for you, a dedicated video for you about your specific situation, maybe you don't want to do full coaching, but you do have a problem, you want me to address it, sponsor a video, go to video.comeonmanpod.com. I've got a great one for you guys tomorrow night. Those go up on Tuesday. And then the more popular these guys get, I'm going to expand these into Thursday. But every video that gets sponsored gets a dedicated video for them. Go to video.comeonmanpod.com and I'll answer your question for that. Do get the email, do get on the email list by getting the free ebook, She's Made You Weak. The link's in the description for that. It explains why attraction erodes over time in long-term relationships, and more importantly, what you could do about it. And then when you're ready, do grab my full book, which is available on Amazon and Audible. Get Her to F You Again. It's the playbook to really fix your dead bedroom situation in your relationship.
New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe now.